See the diagram, students. Today we are going to discuss about photoelectric effect. So photoelectric effect means here we are taking one metal plate and a particular frequency of light is incident on that metal. Then electrons will be coming from that metal. And this number of electrons, how many electrons are coming? So normally either electrons are coming or not. That can be detected by using detector. And how many electrons are coming, that can be find out by ammeter, and these electrons are stored in a battery. So normally whenever light is fall down on a metal surface, electrons are ejected, so there is no time gap. Light will fall down on metal surface and electrons will comes out. So this is nothing but photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. So here metal should be release the electrons very easily. Such type of metal should be used. So normally the metals which is having high ionization potential will be very useful, like cesium, rubidium. Those are having a ionization energy, very less ionization energy. Very less ionization energy means removal of electrons is very easy. That means low ionization energy means removal of electrons is very easy. If we apply some little bit amount of energy, then we can remove electrons very easily. So such type of metals should be used. So here I am writing ejection. Ejection means release. Ejection of electrons. Ejection of electrons from the surface of metal. From the surface of metal. From the surface of metal when exposed to light. When exposed to light is known as photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. So students, did you understand here? So metal plate must be contains low ionization energy. So generally low ionization energy means so that metals may be potassium, rubidium, cesium. These are contains low ionization energy. So normally low ionization energy metals are useful because removal of electrons is very easy. So ejection means release. Release of electrons from the surface of metal by falling the light is known as photoelectric effect. Then number of electrons, then either electrons are releasing or not, we cannot see with our eyes, but we can detect by using detector. And the number of electrons coming can be detected by ammeter. That means how many electrons are coming, that can be detected by ammeter. And the electrons are stored in a battery. So here we must know there is no time gap between falling of light and releasing of electrons. No time gap between ejection of electrons and falling of light. And another important point is intensity of light. Suppose if we use high intensity light, we can get more electrons. If we use light with low intensity, then we can get less number of electrons. So number of electrons releases is depends upon intensity of light. So this is the other diagram. So which represents the when light rays are fall down on a metal can inside electrons are there. So by taking this energy, electrons are emitted. So the inside this process is going on in a metal surface. Okay. And here one more thing is here he proposed normally electrons is moving in a space in the form of packets called photons. So here photon, this light propagate in a space in the form of packets. So in the form of packets is called, the packets are called as photons. So photon has no mass. A photon has no mass. Its energy is E equal to h nu. So photon energy is E equal to h nu. From a metal we have to remove the electrons. That means we need some minimum amount of energy. That energy is nothing but threshold energy. That means that the minimum energy required to remove the electron from a metal is known as threshold energy. So that means that is E naught. By applying this minimum amount of energy only we can remove the electrons. That the minimum amount of energy is threshold energy E naught. So E naught equal to h nu naught. So E naught is the threshold energy, then h is a Planck's constant. Then what is nu naught? Minimum frequency, that is threshold frequency. So that means by applying the minimum amount of frequency light, we can remove the electrons from metal. So we have to remove the electrons from metal plate. So the minimum energy is threshold energy. And also one more thing is where we are applying light. So light is falling on metal surface. That light contains energy E. Energy E means frequency nu, so equal to h nu. So we are applying light with energy E. So that must contains E greater than E naught, because more than the threshold energy we have to apply. Then only electrons will remove and moves forward. Okay. That means E must be equal to the energy of light used must be equals to the threshold energy plus kinetic energy, because electrons must move after removal of metal surface. So it must contains kinetic energy. So E equal to E naught plus kinetic energy. So E means h nu, E naught means h nu naught, kinetic energy means half mv square. So we can adjust this equation as h nu minus h nu naught equal to half mv square. So take h as a common, h into nu minus nu naught equal to half mv square. Here actually we can call E naught or h nu naught as a work function, and we can modify this equation by using the c equal to nu lambda. C equal to nu lambda means nu equal to c by lambda. Here lambda is multiplying with the new frequency. So if it is going left side means it will divide. That means nu equal to c by lambda. So substitute the new value. So nu means c by lambda. Nu naught means c by lambda naught. Here c will not change. Lambda will be changes. C means the speed of the light. So speed of the light means 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. That is fixed value. So we can take this constant as a common also. Hc into 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught equal to half mv square. So one more graph on the some little bit theory is there. First note down here, students. So this one is very important for objective questions. So by applying minimum potential, there is no photoelectric effect. There is no photoelectric effect. That means ammeter reading will be 0. Ammeter reading is 0. That potential is known as stopping potential. The minimum potential at which the photoelectric current becomes 0 is called stopping potential. Stopping potential. So the minimum potential which gives the zero electric photoelectric current zero is stopping potential. Its symbol is EV naught. Stopping potential symbol is EV naught. So EV naught, E means charge, V means voltage. So EV naught equal to H into nu minus nu naught. So EV naught equal to H into nu minus nu naught. E means electron charge, V naught potential. Is it okay, students? So based on this minimum potential, you can find out these values also.